Yeah, welcome back. This is Buddhahat from Global Oak Media Solutions, and today we are continuing with our After Effects interface tutorial. So let's jump right into it. We previously learned how to navigate around the interface with some few basics, but I showed you how to open a new project and all that. So we just gonna continue from where we left it off. Yeah, this was our interface tutorial. This is where we left it at, and we are going today to be learning about this tab over here, which is the toolbar on your upper left hand side. Let's begin with this. Takes you back to here. That is what it's all about. This is the home panel. We had our project already. Let's just go back into it. Yeah, there it is. We are continuing from where we left at yesterday. We have this tool over here, which is the selection tool. Even if you hover your cursor over it, it will just tell you what it does. This helps you do everything. It selects. That is what it's all about. Self-explanatory. It selects everything, as you can see right there. You click on anything, that's what it does. Let's begin by this hand tool over here, and its shortcut key on the keyboard is H. This moves everything around. This, hover your cursor over it, and the control shortcut key is just Z, and it's the zoom tool. You can zoom in and can do this by just scrolling on your mouse. It's all the same. This is the orbit tool if you have the camera, if you're working with the camera. And this is the pan under cursor tool, which we shall be talking about when we go into 3D stuff later. This is also the same, dolly towards the cursor. These are camera tools that work with the camera. So basically what we're doing now is just getting to familiarize ourselves with it. This is the rotation tool if you're working with the camera. This is the pan behind anchor point, and this, the shortcut key is V. This is the rectangle tool. You can actually get to draw masks with it or whatever. Let's just see what it does. Under it, there is the rounded rectangle tool, the ellipse tool, the polygon tool, the star tool. Actually, what they do, they just make those shapes. Like, yeah, that is my rectangle tool right there. I just selected part of my background. Let's undo that. Undo new rectangle. Yeah. And the ellipse tool, let's see the rounded rectangle tool, what it does. Also the same, only that the edges are round. Let's undo that. And by the way, undoing, you can undo by clicking the Control and Z on your keyboard. It helps you undo the shortcut keys I was telling you about. Okay, let's see what other tool is there. The ellipse tool. That's what the ellipse tool does. Yeah, Control Z, undo. The polygon tool. These are just shape tools, and you can get to do all sorts of things with them. It can rotate, it can do all that. Undo. There's the star tool. These are shapes. You get the drift anyway. And then we got the pen tool. It's also for creating masks. Under the pen tool, you've got add vortex tool, delete vortex tool, convert vortex tool, and mask feather tool. All this we shall be discussing and what they do, but I will show you briefly what it does. Like, okay, the pen tool over here. I'm just doing stuff randomly. You can create masks when you join. Add vortex tool, you can add, you see, you've added another vortex. That's what it does. You get the drift. Delete vortex tool. Yep, you get the drift. Convert vortex tool. While we do animations, we shall be doing and using all that. So I'm just showing you what they can do. That's the mask feather tool. That's what it does. So let's undo all that and proceed with the examples that we're doing. Undo, Control Z, I said. Yep, we back. So we go to the T, and it stands for text tool. This is where you can get to do your text from. And you under the tab, you get the horizontal type tool, and the shortcut key on the keyboard is T. Actually, all text called shortcut key is Control T on your keyboard. So let's actually see what it does. This is the text tool, and type anything to, let me just put the text, the color you can see, tutorial. Yeah, that is the text tool right there. Under it you get the vertical text tool. Let's just do that so that you can see what it does. You get the drift, and we get the brush tools. Let's just click on it. Before we go there, I would like to explain something. Okay, when you're over the tool, when you click on the T, there's this alternate panel that is headed with the character on it. This is where you get to work from as per, you can change the font. As you can see, you can change the font from there. You can change the font color. You can change the font size from right there. You can change the space between the text, the paragraphs and everything from right here. These are the properties for the text that you're going to be using on your projects over here when you click the T right there. When you click on the brush tool, it also changes the parameters of where you add. We shall be going this step by step so that I don't confuse you, but first let's just cover this toolbar over here. This is the clone and stamp tool, and this is the eraser tool, and this is the roto brush tool, which we shall be talking about at length when we come to it. Today we're just covering the basics of just what the toolbar comprises. And this is the puppet position pin tool. I shall be showing you what all this does in later tutorials, but we are going to be like not explaining everything right here because this is an under 10-minute tutorial. So let's just go to the basics. Okay, this is the project panel over here where everything from effects and everything is going to be showing up. Okay, let me click this one here. Before we go to that, I do like to explain something about the workspaces. Now that we're done with the toolbar, all the essential places that you need to know in After Effects are like these three. 1, 2, 3, 3. Yes, and this one right there. Right now where we at, it's the default workspace. That's where we at. This one. It is the basic one. This is the default workspace. Over here, when you click on the LAN, you get to go to online tutorials. Let's just click and see what it does. I can save changes. Yes. There are 3 major panels, and that's what we're going to be talking about. Thank you.